What is the number one thing that most business owners get wrong about a business
The
valuation?
number 80% of most small and medium-sized business owners' wealth is tied up in their business. So now you get to retirement age, you want to sell your business and have, go on those trips that you've been putting off all these years while you've been busy running a business, and you get a surprise, you can't sell your business because it's missing the fundamentals needed to actually make it sellable.
And I hear a lot of businesses saying, well, yeah, I'm going to get a multiple of revenue and different things like this. And what are multiples traditionally built off of in a business?
Well, the market might be hot at the time, and it's probably a good idea to sell in that market. So I came marching in, didn't know anyone on the continent, and I thought Jamie Dimon, all these big names that you hear of. And I thought they'll definitely want me. I had a bit of a reality check when I got to New York, and no one wanted to talk to me. I wanted to be a trader, and there was literally no other option. I didn't know that there were too many other options for me. Very one-minded. When I lock onto something, you've got no friends. No one wants to talk to you. You've got a funny accent, so no one trusts you. That I mean, if you're working in an early stage company, without that, pack your bags and go home. The documentation of processes is so critical, and also it's a big driver of valuation, surprisingly. You have an owner that has got everything in his head, he gets run over, you got no business. Your valuation is zero. Now you end up having too many, or you have one client that's bringing in 90% of your revenue, and that client leaves. What happens to your business? Once you've got one big client, as long as you're not under any sort of an NDA, if it's public knowledge, use that as leverage to go and get their competitor or, someone downstream from them. It's cash flow and risk. So you want to really work on de-risking your business as much as possible. You manage people for the first time, you think it's going to be easy, and then you realize you want to micromanage every aspect of their lives. Kind of highlighted that. Good businesses sell despite market conditions, and they usually sell for a premium.
But then you see the other side of the coin, these businesses that say that they're absolutely amazing, but they've had 3 years in a row of declining sales and almost no profitability, and there's 2 employees, and one of them is the owner, and the owner does 90% of the work, and they're not planning to stay into the business, and oh, by the way, they're not taking a paycheck.
I think businesses that have been set up well to be profitable and and busy throughout all market conditions are going to do quite a bit better. I think
I'm a big believer that everybody should be doing that, because I don't know about you, but everybody is going to exit their business whether they choose to or not. I always joke it's either vertically or horizontally. We all are going to exit one day or another. So better prepare for it.
So what we wanted to do was we wanted to speak to entrepreneurs in a language that they could understand. Say the business owner thought that their business was worth 10 million, but it's actually worth 2 million. Then we can go in on the back end and run different scenarios and sensitivities and show them what they actually need to do in order to get it to 10 million.
You've got multiple people running a marathon. You've got some people that are still running, and the rules have changed. So some people have learned what the rules are, and they've been able to get on a bike, and now they're taking a bike. And then there's others that have figured out the rules that say it's okay to jump into a Lamborghini and drive that.
Something that I got told really early on is lean into the boring stuff. That's where the biggest gains are made. To me, it was do this stuff other people aren't doing it, and that's going to get you ahead a lot faster than trying to chase the shiny tinsel or whatever you'd like to call it.